In this lesson, you discover how to take advantage of the new Image Brush tool. First thing I want you to do is select your selection tool, make sure that bike is selected, and go over to Window to Links. Make sure that you select that bike and that when you go over to the panel menu, that it is embedded. And you can tell this is embedded because I can choose to unembed it, which I don't want to do at this time. In order to take an image and use it as a brush, it must be embedded or included in your Illustrator file. Next, all I need to do is go under Window and find my Brushes panel. So these are in alphabetical order, so I'm going up and selecting Brushes. I'm taking that little motorcycle and dragging it and dropping it, and you'll see that when I bring it over to the Brushes panel, a plus sign appears next to the cursor indicating that I'm adding this as a brush. And when I release, a new dialog box appears. I can create a scatter brush and scatter motorcycles all over the place, or an art brush where I can click and drag and distort that motorcycle. Or I can create a pattern brush, which is what I want to do. So I select pattern brush and I click OK. Now I see a little sample of how this is going to look. It's going to create a border or a stroke out of my motorcycle, which is a lot of fun. You'll see also that I can set up the outer corner, the inner corner, the start tile, and the end tile. The great thing is that now in Illustrator Creative Cloud, you are given options already set up so that I can quickly and easily select auto-centered for my bike to create a corner. Now I'm clicking OK to this. And you'll notice that now when I select a rounded rectangle tool and I click and drag to create a rectangle, and I'm going to close some of these panels so you can see this better. But I've got my rounded rectangle here. I can click on the pattern brush to add that as a border. Now I can't really see it all that well because the color is the same and it's blending in with the blue. I can make any change I want and easily update this border. So I can take this guy and change the blending mode by going over to the transparency panel and selecting that I want it to be multiply. That way it'll appear a little bit darker. And then I can go back to my brushes panel. I can start dragging this guy over, but if I hold down the Alt or Option key, I can replace that image with a new one. And click OK. And I'm going to apply it to the strokes. And now you can see I have that pattern. Now, you can change the color, you can do whatever you want. You could switch this out and replace it with pineapples. It doesn't matter. Whatever you Alt or Option drag on top of the motorcycle will be replaced. In this video, you discovered how to make a brush out of your image.